Hey guys, welcome back to Stormworks, and welcome back to this build right here. We're continuing on with the 100-seater Airliner, and today we're actually maybe gonna add some fuel to this thing. Currently there's no fuel, there's nothing in the wings, there's pretty much no weight inside of this thing, so that needs to change. In the previous video we did some of the interior, we actually added these little lines down on the floor, and that's pretty cool, but not everything that we want. We're also going to have to add some lights inside of here. We're going to have to add some lights outside as well. So probably going to add some wing lights and some nav lights as well. So let's just go ahead and get on with it. Alright, so fuel tanks is the first thing that we are going to worry about. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy across here. I'm going to shove it across there, and I'm going to shove it across to the center. I guess just like this. There we go. We're then going to have to go up the other side and essentially do the exact same thing again. Going back over, and that should be good. So do this, there we go, fill that little bit in right there. That's awesome. Yes. What we're then going to do is do everything else on both sides, because that makes sense. So let's do that. I'm going to fill that little piece in right there. Whoa. The ends of the wings are actually already capped here. Oh, because there's an upstairs. There's an upstairs in this bit. Okay, let's go ahead and do this guy, and this guy. And then let's cut across here, straight across. So from there, all the way to the other end. There we go. What we then need to do is actually have whatever these pipes are come through here. So unfortunately, I'm not sure which one's which. One of these is fuel, one of these is power. So yeah, the rear one looks like it's power. So that's okay. We'll try and remember that. Right, so let's just go ahead and put a fluid port directly on here. And that'll be fine. There we go. On this piece, I'm actually going to send it pretty much to the center. And we'll put some generators on there, I guess? So the generators can actually go downstairs in here. That seems like a good idea. I'm also just going to go ahead and fill in all of this. There we go. And I guess I'll fill it in from there as well. So we got wing fuel tanks that are absolutely massive. And aren't necessarily just wing fuel tanks. They're everything fuel tanks. Alright, there we go. Bit of wing, bit of center section. That's what we've got. Okay, so delete all of this that we don't need. There we go, yeah, slowly but surely we'll get there. All of this, there we go, all of this. Because it's all just extra weight that we actually don't need whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and delete most of this. There we go. This piece right here clearly needs filling back in, so let's do that. And this. Okay, right, we're good. We are good to go. Awesome. Alright, so, essentially it's all one fuel tank then. It all comes out of... Oh, have I blocked it off by accident? I think I have. Yeah, alright, I accidentally blocked it off, but that's okay because we can delete all of these now. And our fuel tank is larger! Woohoo! Okay, that means we can actually delete most of this. Oh, not all of that though. Not all of that, we're close though. Yeah! Alright, there we go. Good. And then maybe these pieces? Okay, and that's all good. I'm going to shove a large generator on each engine as well, or a medium generator I should say. And that needs to be attached via an actual pipe. There we go. Alright, good. What we then should maybe do is add a gearbox onto this. So that it revs up really high. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So that's kind of how it sits now that it's got the extra weight in of the fuel. I don't know how much fuel is actually in there, so that's the next thing I want to check. About 37,000. I don't know why it's emptying like that, but let's go with 37,000. 36,000? It seems to be stopping now. Oh no, is it continuing? I don't know what's going on, but it seems like we might have a leak. That is going down and down and down. Why? Why is it doing that? There's like no holes. Is it because I've got infinite fuel on, maybe? Is that causing issues? Maybe that's causing some issues. Infinite fuel and infinite electricity. No, it's still spinning. She's still spinning. Okay, so because we've got a little exit right here, I wanted to add a light. So let's go straight to spotlight. Yes. Delete that piece. We'll actually shove it on here like this. We're then going to box in the top piece. And I've seen someone else do this before. But essentially, all we're going to do is add some windows. So let's go to this. We'll go with black for now. Shove that guy onto... Ooh, that's not right. That's not right. Do we have one of those, like, finishing ones? I know you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. Full corner. Yeah, like this. But then I need to figure out which way it needs to go in there. Kind of like that, I guess. Yeah. And then we have to put one of these guys on there. Like that. Okay, that works. And then I don't really have anything to fill in the bottom floor, or the next bit, but that's okay. I think that works. So what we'll do is we'll paint all of the interior of this grey, like dark grey. And that will be good. Yeah. Alright, very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, we also need some nav lights, I believe. So let's go ahead and just chuck some on the ends of the wings. I think we're going to go with this. So if I go to light, yes, we can chuck this guy straight into the side like that. And I guess we will be good to go. Yeah, good to go. Left is red. You're right, I think. Right is green? I don't know. I always forget. Fortunately, I'm not a pilot or a naval guy at all. So there you go. Alright, that all works. We're going to go ahead and shove a white one on the back. I guess. And that should be good. There we go. Go to lights. Make it white to begin with. There we go. Shove all of these guys on here. Red. Okay. And now we're good. We have the nav lights in. We should also have a red flashing light underneath. So that's what I'm going to do next. It's going to go right here. There we go. Okay, good. And I guess we'll just shove a blinker straight onto there. And that'll be fine. Blinker somewhere in the center. There we go. Attach this guy to there. Attach this guy to I guess the button to turn it on. And that'll be fine. So we need another button in here. There we go. This one is going to be for the nav lights. There we go. That goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there. And this one goes to here. Okay. So far, so good. That blinker? We'll have it go off for like 0.5 seconds and then stay on for like 1. I don't know. I'm sure that'll be fine. I have just gone through this entire thing and added electricity to all of those little panels in the floor. It's really annoying because there's actually so many of them. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and shove just lights in like this. I wasn't going to do this originally, but I think it's actually fine to do it like this. As long as it actually fits in here. So we'll shove one there, we'll shove one there, and then I think I'll just like attach these together at the top. So if I just do that across there, that's fine. Yes! Okay, I'm also going to paint these guys, this guy, and I guess realistically I need to do this side as well, but we're not going to. Okay, right. Good. Good, good, good. I think we got lights everywhere now. We're going to go ahead and delete this guy and shove a light here as well. And then I'm going to have to connect all of that to the electricity again. And we'll all go off one battery. I know that's insane, but I'm doing it. Alright, there we go. Battery, 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 battery. And then we need a button for all of those guys. Although realistically, the lights are always going to be on. So we'll just have them all on. Yeah, we might end up losing some electricity for this, but it's what we're doing. So there we go. Okay, I don't know if this is going to fly or not, but we're going to go ahead and give it a go. So, jump inside the seat. We're currently losing a bunch of fuel. It is what it is. We're going to throttle up to like 70%. We're going to turn on the landing lights. We're going to turn on this. That is the landing gear right there. So, I don't think we've got fuel. I don't think the fuel is going to the engines. But where is the fuel going to if it's not going to the engines? I don't quite understand. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to try and take off, so let's just go ahead and throttle up to full for now. Oh. Oh, why are we twisting? What is happening? Okay. I need to figure out the fuel situation. What is even going on there? So, this is where the fuel goes into. It then goes down into here. Yeah. That then goes down. That then goes down. Straight into the top of here, which is where the fuel goes. So, fuel goes into the engine. It goes this way. It then goes up. It goes left. And then straight into one of these, which is fine. I don't know, is this causing the issue? I feel like it could be, but like, why would it be? Let's just box it off for now. And we'll see if that is the issue or not. Because if it is, that's really weird. But I don't see why it would be. I need to do the same on this one. Ugh, I keep missing things out. It's really annoying, isn't it? Alright, shove that guy all the way to here. Shove this guy across here to there. And then we'll do from there to here. And then we're good. Alright, spawn it in again. Nope, it's still doing it. I don't understand why. I actually don't know why. That's really weird. That's really weird. Why are we losing fuel? I don't know what's going on here. The left engine seems... Sorry, no, the right engine seems to not turn on as quickly as the left engine, and that doesn't really make any sense to me, so I'm going to delete all of the pipes, and then we can reinstall the pipes, and hopefully that'll be fine, but like, I don't know. That seems weird. So, delete that one, and that one, and that one, and that one as well, and let's rebuild. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, excellent. Send it that way. Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then we want it to come upwards, so we grab this guy. Alright, shove it down there, do this. And then we have it come backwards like this. And then we have it come into the actual wing, just like so. We then go to fluid pots, we shove this guy on, and then we spawn it in. Like, they both should be identical now. And that should be great, but the fuel is still escaping. Don't know what's going on there. I have no idea why the fuel is not staying. If anyone knows, let me know, because I have no idea. There's no holes in the fuel tank. There just isn't. It doesn't make any sense. Have my engines started up at separate times again? I think they did, didn't they? So I should start twisting to the right again? Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. What's happening? Alright, I found the fueling issue, and the fueling issue is actually to do with the engine. Apparently, if we actually add the pipes into the fuel tank, we go in here. All I've done is taken off the fuel pot, or the fluid pot. So if I shove that back on, and now we spawn it in again, are we gonna have the exact same issue? I feel like we might. Yep, see, it's spinning again. I still don't really understand the issue though, because that's just going through the pipe and then leaving. Is it because I've got infinite fuel on when it spawns? I don't know. I actually have no idea, right? Spawn in again, let's try again. Let's see. No. Okay, it's got nothing to do with infinite fuel. I guess if I go to the engines and I secure the area, that would be better, but I still don't understand. Like, it just goes into the top of the engine here. It's bizarre. It's really bizarre. Spawn it in again. Let's see if that fixes anything. No. I don't get it. Is there something wrong with the engines? Maybe there's something wrong with the engines. I don't know what's wrong with my engines, but the one on the right is not working anymore. And also, the fuel is still broken. I don't get it. I actually really don't. So if any of you guys know what the problem is, let me know in the comments down below. That would be great. Alright, well, since I'm getting infuriated by that, I'm going to go ahead and change up what I'm doing. Let's go have a little look at the lights that we've added and just see what they look like. So from the outside, the landing lights are right there. And they provide actually a decent amount of light. That's pretty good. The underside, that is blinking. There you go. Nice. Wing lights, not wing lights, navigation lights. That one is red. Okay, very good. If we go to the back end, that one is white. And if we go to the other side, that one is green, I think. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so, I mean, the plane overall is actually working quite well. It's just a little bit frustrating, the fact that the engines are being weird. And I don't know why. What I might do is actually add 2 different sets of throttles, maybe? So copy this. We'll put one to this side as well. There we go. Merge that down. And then I'm going to connect this guy to there. I'm going to connect this to here. And then I guess we'll just see what happens. But that shouldn't fix things. But if it does, that's great. But there's no way that fixes anything. Okay, so the fuel's still going out. Engine. Okay, let's see if they both start up pretty much at the same time. Neither of them have started up yet. Oh, there we go. So that's like perfect, pretty much. So I don't know what's going wrong then. No, look, it's now pitching to the right again. We're going to the right. Why? This doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. My engines just are not getting the same amount of thrust, which is really weird and bizarre, and I don't know why. I actually have no... Oh, we're wobbling. Why are we wobbling? See, like, if I thrust both of them up to 1... Oh, now they sort of are getting the same amount of thrust, but... What is happening? What is going on? I don't understand! Whoops! Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, and then I'm gonna cry. So, what we're gonna do is delete these guys right here. We're gonna build a wall throughout the center, blocking that bit, obviously. We're then gonna go to fluid. We're gonna grab a meter, and we're gonna grab a spawner. Meter and a spawner. There we go, and that'll be good. We're then going to go up here. I'm going to grab another one of these. I'm going to chuck it there. And we're going to connect that. We don't need it connected to the electricity. But this one's going to be connected to this side. This one's going to be connected to this side. And then we're going to... Well, everything else is already separate. So we're good. As long as that wall actually seals off both edges, which it looks like it does, this will be interesting. This will be very interesting. All right, here we go. Oh, they're both losing, look. They're both losing it. But that doesn't make sense. That still makes no sense. What is going on? Right, look, I'll zoom this one and this one up to 60. This one up to 60 afterwards. We're twisting right already. Oh. No, we're twisting right. Let's go ahead and full throttle the one on the left. Nothing. What is going on? I don't understand. Also, somebody did say this shouldn't really be a normal exit because people don't normally exit over the wings. It wasn't really supposed to be a normal exit. It was supposed to be like an emergency exit, but obviously I didn't build that in right. So let's just go ahead and do that now because I don't know what's going on with the other things. So, door frame. Let's go ahead and delete like this. There we go. I guess I'll delete it into the floor. Yeah, delete this guy and this guy and this guy. There we go. Delete up to there, down to here, and flip it over. I guess. Yeah, that actually has to go there. And that goes there. Alright, so this is going to be like a really mini escape door. But that's okay. We then go to the door frame edge. Shove that onto there. Shove it onto here. And into there. And down to here as well. And then we need an actual other door that goes in the middle. Yeah. So, what we could do is actually just go to door. That says 4. Here we go. Door. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy into here and fill it all in. And that should be good. So, one there. One there. One there. And one here. We're then going to connect it all together as well. So, that goes into there, this goes into here, that goes into there, and that goes into there. We'll then shove the centered pieces in, which actually one is just going to be a button. There we go. And then we'll have one of these guys go on top of that, and then we'll have a window directly on top of that. Okay. There we go. This is like an emergency exit door. I hope it works. Emergency exit. Exit. There we go. Right, copy this. And this. Default on. I think default on. I think that's correct. But we need like one of those controllers, don't we? If I go to door again, can I have one of these? Oh, I totally can. I totally can. Alright, so if we connect this to there. Yeah, I guess. Hopefully that works. I don't know whether it will, because it's on a separate entity, but we'll see. Okay. Right. So now, when we need the exit, we just go boop, and then we push. No? Oh, wait, hang on. It's still part of the same piece. I need to actually modify it. 1 second. Fly over here. Go ahead and grab this guy. Down to there. Cut it. Paste it. Oh, I didn't grab the button. Undo, undo, undo. I need to grab the button as well, please. Here we go. Copy, paste. Alright, good. Send it to this side. Turn it around. Paste it in. And I guess we're good to go. I guess we also need some electricity, so let's connect it to the same button as there. There we go. There we go. Same battery, I mean. Spawn it in. Now does it work? The door is not connected. I don't think it works. What is going on? Is there actually... Yeah, I've sealed it across the bottom. I've sealed it across the top. Everywhere on this thing is sealed, right? I've added a door sealer as well, so that works. And it should be sealed now, because this is default on. However, that doesn't appear to be the case. That doesn't seem to be happening. I don't really know what's going on there either. There's so many problems that I'm having right now. It's really annoying. Alright, spawn it back in. Let's have a little look again. So the door should be sealed, right? But it's not. And then that one is defaulted to off. And that one's not sealed. See, I can kick that out. This one, I can kick that out as well. I don't know what's going on, but this is an emergency exit and that kind of works. Okay, well, you know what? Since I'm getting super frustrated right now, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys very much for watching, whatever the heck this was. We now have lights actually on the inside. We have emergency exit doors that don't work. We have lights inside of the wings, which are pretty cool. We have lights on the edge of the wings. We have lights underneath the plane, and a light on the back of the plane as well. Not too much actually happened today. I did want to fly, but I don't know why the engines aren't working. I don't know what's going on. But for now, oh, you know what? I know one of the issues. We're using diesel. Where am I? We're using diesel. But that can't be the biggest issue here. It just can't be. Like, these are both diesel, but if I changed it to jet fuel, there's no way it just works. Oh no, it totally will! Because it won't leak anymore, because jet fuel doesn't just flow through engines. Diesel does. Ah! That's super annoying. Because I wasted so much time. It's all my fault. Although the right engine still doesn't work as quickly as the left one. That's bizarre. Okay. We're starting to turn. Boost this one up. Lower this one down. 73, 73. Go, go, go. 77, 77. Nah, it's still not working right. It is still not working correctly. Because our left engine still isn't working right. What is going on? Oh, yikes. Alright, well, I might try and sort this out off camera, but for now, thank you guys very much for watching, whatever the heck this was, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.